Hey everybody, it's Friday and that means art journal day. I'm in a weird mood. Feels like there's some weird stuff going on in the world and I'm not sure how to process it. A lot going on. So I'm just gonna art it out on in my journal today. And so I went around and I just grabbed everything, everything that I like. And it's all in front of me, so I'm just gonna see what happens on the page. Anyway, let's take a look and see if I can get this set up. Right, oh, I forgot my mic, hopefully you can hear me. My computer is not loading very well, so I'm gonna try and keep track of your comments. This is the journal I've been working in. I can't remember now where I got it. I think I'll be bringing these in, plus a couple of other. I've got some neat journals. I'm bringing in sketchbooks that are blank like this, that are good for art journaling, or whatever. Someone came in yesterday and shared with me her watercolor art journal. She says that she watercolors a quick sketch of where she's been on her travels, and she's traveled a lot, so she had a lot of sketches. And she flipped through it, and it was just so remarkable to see, you know, her trip through her eyes that way. She was, you know, it didn't hurt that she was a very good watercolorist, but regardless, you know, however you choose to do it, it was a touch point for her and the things that she's done, and turned into a very cherished object. And that's what these things are. These are cherished objects, and we do them for us, right? That's the whole point of art journaling, is that we do it for us, and we do it so that we have something to look back on and remember where we are. We do it to have some place to put things we're feeling that we don't have anywhere else to put. We do it for fun. We do it for the fun of the color that we see develop on the page, or the textures, or the interactions of both. I'm just going to go ahead and start with some texture paste. This is opaque matte, Ranger's opaque matte texture paste, one of my favorites. I have a nice brand new pot here, so I'm just throwing down I'm using the same word stencil I worked with last week because I'm still enjoying it. And I'm going to work with a bunch of stencil paste today. This is an easy tool to pick up. It's a spatula. It really is. Just a spatula from a home goods store or Target, something like that. And sometimes it's an easier tool to use to get mediums out of a jar that's too thin for your wedge. It also works as a wedge if you think about it. It's got some of the edges you might want. Not why this is not loading, so I can't see if anyone's commenting. Oh. Kendall's not here right now. She's on her way, but she got delayed this morning, so I'm just going to go ahead and muddle on by myself right now. And what am I going to start with first? That is a good question, Jared. You know, I don't use these a lot. I have these in the store, and that's a lot. And these are watercolor powders, and as you can see, they create the same kind of watercolor effects as the sprays. Basically, it is what the sprays are, but just in powder form. And so very intense color can be pulled out of them this way. They have fun combinations in there. I don't know if I have enough water for this today. You see what it does? There's a little mica in there, so it's adding a little sparkle. That was a lot that I just piled on, so I'm just going to try and move it around a little bit. A lot of it. Bam, right off the bat. There's that texture and color combination that I like so much. Now, one of the reasons to do this is that it takes up the part of your brain that's distractible. So sometimes doing this can help you clear your mind a little bit so that you can think something through. It's maybe sitting with you a little bit. I cannot see. My computer is not loading. Facebook is not loading. Maybe that's not a bad thing. I mean, it's a bad thing if you guys can't access this because of it, but I can't access it, so I'm going to stop worrying about whether or not there are comments. So if you've commented and I haven't said anything, it's because I can't see them at the moment. I'm actually really enjoying just moving the water around with my heat gun, and you can see how the different colors are blooming from the spray. I don't know if you can see that. I've got a sort of metallic sheen in places where it's pooled, and I like that a lot, actually. Looks sort of weathered. And this is part of the meditation, the drying for me. There's some people who say don't dry your work. I think Dina Wakely's one of those people. She doesn't use a heat gun. Mostly because she's not linear. She doesn't sit there and work on one piece from beginning to end. She would set this aside, let it dry, and work on other stuff, which isn't quite how I work. Ah, Kendall's here, everybody. She can maybe she can log on to Facebook and actually see if anyone's here. My Facebook isn't loading, so.
Sold the car.
All right, look at that. That was 2 steps, right? Two of my steps out of my toolbox. I've got some texture, and I have the watercolor powders. That's it. That's all I've done so far, and look how cool that is. At the moment, okay. I would have been quite shocked if that person had flown all the way from Arizona and then not bought it. That would have been, right? Didn't he fly from Arizona?
He took a flight and Uber.
Kendall sold her car today to someone who flew in from Arizona, which is pretty remarkable.
I did not even want to drive that car on the freeway. 7 hours. 1988.
I'm guessing he liked it as a project, right?
Yes. I made him walk to the beach since he got home this way.
Right? Was he just turning around and driving home?
Yeah, he said he was going to get coffee and then go home. 7 hour drive.
Holy crap. I mean, I've done it. I visit my son out there, but
not in 1988.
Stick shift. For all you old folks out there, it was a stick shift. It was a manual. So fun. Alright, I know it took a while to develop, but I'm going to throw down another one of these Lindy's. Maybe I'll be a little more judicious. Oh, see, there's 2.
Still on sale, the Lindy's?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Still
Free only.
Today only. How about through the Thanksgiving weekend? I'm letting everyone know I'm going to be closed Thanksgiving and Friday. But I'll be open for Saturday, which is Small Business Saturday anyway. And I'll be open extended hours. So you can come from 9 to 9 on Saturday. But I will not be open on Friday. And mostly that's because I do not do Black Friday deals. And so it is not, I choose not to participate in the frenzy. And so yeah, come Saturday. Saturday there might be a free craft on the table. There might be some cookies. Might be able to get a cup of hot chocolate. Lots of options for enjoying your time at Craftiness on Saturday. Not tomorrow, next Saturday. Saturday after. Next Saturday is tomorrow. The 26th? 27th.
26. No, you're right.
I'm right because the 28th I'm going to BTS, and that is on a Sunday.
Oh, you are going to go?
I am.
Great.
I do love these letters. This stencil is awesome. Sort of this modern, bulky, space age text stuff. Kendall, is there any way that you could see if there's a water bottle in that basket right there that has more water in it? It's right there. A fuller one? Thank you. Perfect, thank you. These are so slim that if you tip them forward, you want the little water on the bottom, it doesn't work so well. Alright. I'm getting impatient, but I'm just going to sit with it because this is what I chose to do. To work with these watercolor powders, which need hydrating and then drying to activate. But I'm liking what's happening. Look at the interplay with all the letters and stuff.
Whose stencil is that?
It's a Crafter's Workshop. I used it, the same one I used last week. Because, you know, I like getting into ruts. Okay, and I just had a thought about what I want to do next. How could I have literally hundreds of bottles of paint in front of me and still not the one?
Which one?
Oh, there it is. Actually, I do have it. Good.
That's
This is the Sizzix, the new Sizzix acrylics. I have them all in the store, and this is the gold. So I'm going to start with this, and this is my Speedball brayer. I've been favoring this one recently. It has a little bit of a spongy give to it, which I really like. So I'm just brayering on some gold. It's a nice compliment to what's going on the page already. And you can see it's a nice bright gold, sort of sitting on top of that color. The color is water soluble, so it's going to interact with the wetness. But cool. Super like that. Put some down. My only thing about this paint, I like it a lot. Not super into the bottles, I'll be honest. Spellbinders, if you're out there listening to me, I'm not super into the bottles. They're hard. You know, they don't sit up. They stand on their heads, but the heads are a little rounded, so they fall over easily. And a little bit hard to store. Whoa. really liking this, even like this, sort of a little moderate for me, a little laid back, not tons and tons and tons and tons of texture. And I'm going to add one pink. I'm feeling this today. Truly need this
You feeling
word
it today?
I'm feeling this word today. I'm a little mad at the world, so resist. It's my resist.
Did something happen?
You haven't seen the news?
No. I've been selling cars, used cars. No, I have not.
More enjoyable. Just a certain person got acquitted for doing bad things, and I'm just sick of it. I don't know how overtly political to get, but I am mad at how things play out and how certain people in our society get a pass. Yep.
No.
And so, I mean, I'm not shy about being political, so, you know, I know some people think it doesn't belong in craft spaces, which I think is bullshit, but yeah. So I've got my little resist word out today. Something's flaking off. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's kind of fun. I might actually recut this because this stencil's getting a little compromised, and I really like it. I don't know if you can see what's happening. That water-soluble medium is coming up through the damp of my opaque matte texture paste, and it is bringing that previous texture with it, which, dude, that looks so cool. Same here. This is opaque matte, so when I get it nice and dry, it will be white. Well, it won't be white anymore because it's been compromised.
Ranger or the Tim Holtz texture paste?
Ranger. The opaque matte. But I also used a little bit of the Liquitex modeling paste, which I'm not sure if we have in stock. I think we do. So now I'm doing that thing that I really enjoy, which is where I place the stencil near over the same stencil you know, and build in to each other. Build them into each other. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. So that you get a little bit of a up and down textural depth. You're gonna see that I've used this stencil a lot. I need to make, not need, I want to make another one. I want to make one that says truth will out, which maybe that's what I'll do today. Truth will out. It's a British term, and I don't know if it's true at this point, but I like its optimism.
Truth will out?
Truth will out. I think it comes from Shakespearean quote. I don't know. Truth will out. Mr. Weasley quotes it, says it to Harry Potter.
Yeah, it appears as early as William Shakespeare in The
Ta-da!
Merchant of Venice.
Yup. But I don't think he invented it. I think it's like a saying, like how we say it'll all come out in the wash.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little along those lines, though. It means something a little more political. Like, eventually the truth will be revealed. And I think that's true, because I think some truths are being revealed in the world these days. They're just hard truths, and they're ugly truths about privilege and...
You could do that as the real today, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it's... Yeah, well, I made it originally, this one, I made with my brain, the Cricut machine. And so that is not a bad thought.
You haven't done a reel with Cricut
I have
machine.
not done a reel with the Cricut machine.
Because I've never
Partly
seen it,
because it's kind of a pain in the ass. But I'll do it. I'll do it. No problem. What am I looking for? My brain.
I like the color of your shirt. You need some paint that color.
This color?
Yeah,
The color of my shirt or the color on my shirt?
No, of your shirt.
Ah, well,
Kind of like a steely blue.
thank you.
Pretty.
Let's see what this does. This is a Liquitex acrylic ink, which means that once it dries, it'll be permanent and not fluid. Oh, that was very green. But you can see this turquoise and pink, the turquoisey green, and when it mixes with pink, it goes purple. And I love that particular interaction when pink and turquoisey green mix and you get purple. It just makes me happy. See that yumminess that's going on there. So let's see what happens. I add a little pink over here. Now remember, this is sitting on top of some acrylic layers now. And then I do the same green. Let's see if I get anything interesting out of that. A little bit. super enjoying what's happening here. I do love this purple, so I'm gonna throw some more down, but again, this time I'm gonna try to be a little more moderate so I don't end up with chunks. Do a little more than that.
What was that you just used?
So this is the Lindy's Magical Shakers, and this is Magnolia Magenta Gold. Good chance that it's in the store because I do have a lot of these. And you can see the gold and how it creates a little like metallic slick on the top, which I love. And it's interacting with the turquoise that was already on the table or on the page on the table, and creating a really dark, rich, dark blue, which I love. Ugh, I needed this. I needed these colors today.
That's great. The colors can satisfy in that way.
Yeah. And it's not a cure-all, but it's a relief. It's a little happiness making, little head clearing. And there are ways you can use it more therapeutically. If I'd started with all the bad, ugly things I want to say on the page and covered them up with my paint, that can really help sometimes release some emotional pressure. Like writing a letter to someone you're mad at. Sometimes you just got to put the words down and then you don't have to say them so badly, and then you can have a more nuanced conversation with that person, or just...
I think your anger inspired you today. Hot messiness. I had. Don't get it. I have a feeling that I am contaminating the spread from last week that's on the page before this, but I don't mind. I wasn't so attached to that spread that we can't do with a little more revival. Just bring some of this color in and down here, and then maybe I'll be done. Okay, I'm gonna do my last little thing here and then we'll be done. A little more of the gold. Sizzix. Did I call it Spellbinders earlier? Sizzix. Sizzix paint. To bring that word back up out of the out of all that color that I put down. Just gonna brayer on some gold and have it represent. There you go. I like it. That's it. I think
Great.
that's good. I think that's me for today.
Looks good.
All right.
Club today.
Yeah,
So
Fodder
when
Club at 3. 3 to 5. Oh, you know, I forgot I was gonna use one of my markers today and I didn't. Look at
That's
that.
fun.
Doesn't that look amazing?
Ooh, it does. Can we
put that
play
on.
with those after?
Yeah, maybe we can play with that on a reel. So yeah, Fodder Club at 3 today, 3 to 5. It's actually filling up, so if you want to come, make your reservation now.
So much fun. Yes.
And
Boxes today?
no boxes today.
No boxes?
Nothing new though. I have a huge order on its way, so small chance that if it's been delivered by the time 1 o'clock rolls around, I'll just run home and pick it up and bring it out. But you know, there's a lot going on in the store, lots to look at, so maybe we'll just do a little tour around and you can see everything that's been put out recently. And then just a reminder, next week, closed Thursday and Friday, but open the Saturday after Thanksgiving for extended hours.
With also the Tim Holtz Village.
Oh yeah, that's the day for the
workshop.
Tim Holtz Village Workshop. So if you're interested in how to build the tiny paper houses that he has the dies for, then yeah, sign up. It's great. You get the whole set. It's like an $85 set, which is what the price of the class is. And then I will teach you how to use it because it's a little complicated, but super fun, super satisfying. Anyway, hope to see you at one or all of those events. All right, take care, everyone.